Hi again, this is Genevieve from the blog grainy.com, and today I am sharing how I used one tablecloth to make 3 different items for our farmhouse for the fall. Lately I've been getting a lot of questions about how we use our antique and vintage finds here in our farmhouse, and so today I'll also be sharing some of our most recent finds and how we use them for everyday use. Recently I was at Home Goods, which is not normal for us because we live so far away from everything, and I found some really cute tablecloths for about $15, $14.99, not including tax. And so I got this striped one, and then I also picked up this one, which has little crosses on it. I knew that I would be able to use the oblong tablecloth as fabric. I've used it before. I've made curtains before and slip covers and cafe curtains as well. And so I knew that I could use it for several items. So one of the first things that I used it for was a table runner. With Thanksgiving coming up, I really wanted to just keep it simple and just use our wooden table and then have a little table runner just to kind of accent some of the items that I was going to be putting on the middle of the table. And I'll show you more towards the end on what our table might look like during Thanksgiving. These table runners are super easy to make. You can use a tablecloth, you can use a shower curtain, you can use drop cloth or burlap, anything like that. It's super simple. It's just a basic straight line stitch and making a hem. That's literally all I did. I just cut it down to size, and then I folded the edges so that there wouldn't be any raw edges, and it just kind of gives that pop of color to a simple table. The other item that I used it for was to make this lumbar pillow slip cover, which I made several of these last year during the holidays, and they turned out so cute, and so I thought I would use the same little template, which is basically these IKEA Farmhouse slip covers. There's a zipper, but I went ahead and just did the envelope method in the back. That just makes it a lot easier. So if you don't have zippers lying around that you can use for this kind of project, the envelope method is a really great way to make a quick and easy slip cover. I love the way that the edges turned out with the little pleats on there, and it's super cute. If you want more details on how to make this slip cover, I do have a tutorial over on grainy.com. The third thing I made was a slip cover for a bench that I had purchased from a friend a while back, and she had redone the bench with some vintage grain sack. And so just to make it a little different and give us some variety, I went ahead and used it as a template and made a slip cover with some pleats to go with our fall color as well as decor. That is another simple, easy method to do. If you are not a master seamstress, it's okay, because I'm not either. And these are really simple projects that you can do at home with just basic sewing skills. We live super far away from pretty much everything, but there is an auction house that apparently this last year opened up, and I have been thrilled to be able to just go 15 minutes, have a little bit of a mama break, and be able to just shop some of the antiques from estate sales and thrift stores. And I have found some really great pieces that we can totally use for our farmhouse and also for the future, things that we can pass down generation to generation. So I'm really excited about that. So now I want to show you some of the items that I found in this last visit to the auction house, as well as when we were recently in Pennsylvania. I found some items while I was at Goodwill. So it's not just antiques piece that I love shopping for at antique shops, but I also love finding things that we can use and repurpose in the thrift stores too. I found some thread, or I don't know if it was for crocheting, but they basically gave me it for free, and I love how it has that very neutral color. I put it in a little basket underneath our Joshua 24:15 Bible verse on our entryway here behind the camera. And then when I was in Pennsylvania, I went to the Goodwill store and I found this salt dish, and it has the little lid. There was nothing wrong with it, and I got it for like less than $2, and we use it. There's some Celtic sea salt in it, and I love just kind of grabbing from this. This crock I also got from the auction house, and I just went ahead and put some of my small wooden spoons that I collect. It's great to have on hand. I also found this black stool, so I didn't do anything aside from clean this up, but I found this at the same auction house. After I think the third time that I went there, there were things piled on top of it. I think it was like $12, and I use it next to our barrel chair in the corner. I found this one recently where it is I think it's for like a smaller butter churn, but I'm going to use it for a toilet paper roll holder in our log cabin. So I thought, you know, just put some of them on there and it could just be kind of close to the toilet. So that's probably inappropriate to talk about, but it's a great way to keep it organized and close at hand when you need it. I also found this scoop that definitely needs to be cleaned, but I haven't cleaned it yet. It has a wooden handle and a base here, and then the rest is some type of metal. I'm not sure if I got this when we were in Pennsylvania or if it was locally, but it's like a candy mold, and it's kind of old-timey. I don't know how old it is, but even the little eye hook here, there you can see the details, and it kind of had a fall theme to it. I think this looks kind of like an acorn. So I actually just put it on the side of our end table that my dad made for the log cabin, and now it's in our living room, and I love being able to have things that my father built, and also my husband. Also found this jar, which I have 2 other jars like this, and I have been putting some of our seashells that we found at our beach trip, and I went ahead and added some in here already. And some of these, actually all of these, are the ones that I found at the auction house. I also found in this recent trip really cool first aid metal box. It looks military. It reminds me of my military days and my husband's military days. I'm really going to use it for our first aid kit. So I will put our band-aids and our bandages and anything else that we have in there. Some of our homemade herbal salves will go in there, and you know, cotton balls or other things that we'll need just in case. And then the last thing I want to show you, the owner said they were Tiffany, maybe Tiffany glass or something like that. So I got 6 for $20. That was kind of a splurge for me, but I love that now we've got some special glasses for Thanksgiving. So let's see how I can set the table for Thanksgiving and maybe give you some ideas. I'm just using what we have and then these new glasses, and we'll see what we can come up with.